How to write your answers in exam so that you can say that mustard when your results are out. Have you ever come out of the exam hall saying, "Yaar, I've written everything correct, absolutely a lot more than the question asked. I'm going to beat you all on the results." But when the results are out, you are the one getting the lowest marks. Even the friend who didn't study as much as you did and wrote a smaller or shorter answers got more marks than you. If yes, then welcome to the club. I was the president of this club some years back. Hello everyone, welcome. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how to write answers in your exam sets. Not just some motivational course or not some theories, but actual practical stuff which will get you results. So if you want better grades without studying for the whole night, then stick till the end. Let me tell you something. Once in English examination, I wrote 4 pages for 8 marks questions. And you know how much marks I got? 5. 5 out of 8. And my friend on the other hand, who just wrote 2 pages, got astonishing 7 out of 8 for the same question. My hand was paining, my brain was crying, and everything was devastated, but the marks I got was nowhere even close to my expectations. Because the quantity does not always suffice the examiner. Examiners are also humans. They get tired of checking hundreds of exam sets per day. So you have to make things easier for examiner if you want to please them and get more marks. Even though my confidence was high when I was writing those 4 pages, my marks, let's not talk about it. My marks was not close to even what I've expected. Well, that day I learned a hard truth. Exams don't taste how much you know, but they taste how well you present what you know. From that day, I stopped asking myself, how much should I write? Instead, I started to ask myself, how should I write to please the examiner? And I'm telling you, that changed everything. At first, I understand what the question is asking. Most of the students lose marks even before starting to write because they don't understand the question properly, they don't read it properly. If the question has asked you to write about the causes of global warming, then you don't have to write about the effects, solutions, or future predictions. You don't need an emotional speech about Earth. You just need the causes of global warming. And that is exactly what the teacher wants, what the examiner wants for you to have high marks. And here's a golden rule for you. If the question asks what, then don't write why. If the question is asking you to write some differences, then don't just write a paragraph. Write differences between them, compare them. And if the question is asking you to write on points, then consider that, please. Structure is important. Here's a secret. A brilliant answer which is just written in paragraphs will get low marks than a basic answer which is written in actual and good structure. The structure of writing answers in exam is introduction, body, and conclusion. You introduce what it is. You simply define it, or you just write the meanings of the word it combines to form. Second is body, the main thing that question is asking about. Write the answers, what the question is demanding should be given in the body paragraph. It should be longer than the introduction and conclusion as well. The third one is conclusion. You simply summarize what you've written. Just a line or 2 is enough for it. And I'm telling you, this structure is going to ensure you way higher marks than you were getting before this. Write in points, not paragraphs. Writing in points is very easy trick because it will please the examiner as well as make your work very easy. Writing in points is way less work than writing in paragraphs. If you write in paragraph, you need to at least fill a page or 2 to please the examiner. But if you're writing in points, just actual factual points will give you the clarity and will give the examiner the clarity the examiner is seeking for you to get higher marks. And let me be very honest, examiners are humans too. They check hundreds of papers per day and your paper is just one of the papers. Means they have to divide their energy in checking it, and already a lot of energy will be lost while checking it. Your paper will require more energy if it's written in paragraphs and not points. Paragraphs are harder to read and harder to grade. So writing in points will give clarity, will highlight the points what you've written and will ensure you with higher marks. Headings and underlinings give you free marks. Let me tell you my experience. I literally got 71 out of 75 on science by using this trick. You should underline the headlines No, I'm not just telling you to underline every sentence, okay? I'm telling you to underline the things which are important, what the question is asking. If the question is asking something which can just be written in word, but the structure it is asking is in paragraph, then you write the lines and you just underline the thing which is actually needed for the answer, which is to be highlighted. You simply highlight it. Please don't go around exams carrying a highlighter. You just underline it with a pencil. This brings more clarity. The examiner will be able to find the answers very quickly, and by saving the examiner's time, you please them, means you get higher marks. If marks were people, then this underlining and headlining tips will be the VIP guests. I'm not lying. I literally told you that I got 71 out of 75. It's usually hard when science is not just numericals but theories as well. Handwriting matters. Let me break a myth. You don't need that topper wala neat and clean handwriting, everything sorted like computer written. But you absolutely need a neat and clean handwriting which can easily be understood by the examiner. Because again, I'm telling you, examiner does not want to spend their energy on your question paper. They don't have a lot of energy to spend it on your question paper because they have hundreds of papers to check, and you're one of them. So, making your handwriting neat and clean will make your answers to be understood easily. Even if you have written brilliant answer but your handwriting is not understandable, then you will not get marks that you deserve. So it is not very important that you need to have neat and clean, topperish handwriting or computer typed handwriting, but you simply need a handwriting which can be understood, which is neat, looks clean and presentable. You always want your answer to be read by others. Others should be able to understand your answers easily without much work. That is it. That's the only way that you present your answers. The marks boosters. I am sure that nobody ever told you that flowcharts, diagrams are the real things which will provide you with more marks. If your subject is geography, science, economics, or even social studies, then flowcharts, diagrams, examples are the real secrets. These work like magic, boosting your marks higher than you've ever expected. Time management while writing. Most students don't know this, but this is the silent killer. Most of the students know the answers but don't actually have the time to write it down. They spend 10 minutes, 15 minutes on a question which doesn't even carry a lot of marks, like on 2 marks question, and leave the 7 marks question go away. The students don't really know how to manage their time so as to attempt all the questions and write what they know. If you are able to attempt all the questions the question paper presents, then you will get a lot higher marks than you were ever getting before. Because attempting all the question will ensure you with even 1 or 2 marks on each question, which will add up to become more. So what you need to know is, at first complete all the questions that you know, which you feel easy. Then look at the questions which you are confident that you can write it on your own. After that, only look at the questions which you feel are tough. This will ensure that you will not let the question that you know the answer of let go. You will not spend a lot of time on the questions at the front, which is carrying lower marks, and let the questions on the back with a comparatively higher marks go away. This will ensure you being guilt-free. And remember that if a question goes bad, then it does not mean that you will fail. Just move on from the question like they did and go to the another question and do it better. If the question you've done before goes bad, then make sure to make the next question better. This will always make sure that you are guilt-free and get higher marks. The major thing, presentation is very, very important. You need to look smart when you present your answers, because presentation tells you if you are going to get marks or not. Presentation tells the teacher if you are a topper or just a confused student. So make your handwritings clear, underline the answers, and do your best you can to please the examiner to give you more marks. And don't develop habits like overwriting or cutting too much or making your handwriting differ with pages. And if you focus on these small things, then it will add up to make your marks bigger. Means you will get higher marks. Presentation is very important because, as I've told you before, exams are not just to test how much you know, but it's to test how well you present what you know. So make sure that you are going to focus on all the tips that I've said and make your presentation a lot better than you've ever done. Okay, so let me end with this. Marks don't always reflect intelligence, but they reflect your exam smartness. Means how you write your answers. And you don't need to go down your entire book or your entire syllabus overnight, but you just need to become a smart writer. Also, exams are not about showing everything you know. They are about showing exactly what the question is asking you. And like this video if it helped you, share it with a friend who likes to write like 4 or 5 pages for 2 marks questions. And you subscribed, didn't you? Okay, thank you so much. Let's end this video with the motivation to work on a new project. Till then, keep learning, keep growing, and keep believing in yourself. This was Academy. Thank you.